They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
Joey Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take it. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First down, Falcons.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Hands it off out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And the lead is now 2.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 14. Falcons 12.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And 12 at the 13-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Falcons.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Falcons 12.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And his throw here is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Give him 32 on the play.
I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
13 yards remaining on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
The pass.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Panthers.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. That's
taken on the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Edwards. 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking downfield for Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off to Thomas on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. He sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 20.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Gus Edwards with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Panthers 45. Falcons.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just now been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They run once more with Edwards. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
18-yard line.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
29 is the Mike. Mike. 29 is the Mike.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's in.